Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and a notification bell. Make sure it's checked to all. Come here where you're gonna get money-making stock and crypto information. I'm a little PO'd today, a little ticked off today, and I'm gonna explain why at the end. And this is serious. This is gonna be a video I want you to share with as many people as you can. All right. Oh, what did I just, anyway, let's go right to it. I'm deleting stuff. Hey, first, this is brought to you by $1 Million Cup of Coffee. That's your boy's coffee company. All right. That's going to be the top link in this video below. Right. Let's look at what's going on right now. We can see that the market came back a roaring. Look at that. S&P up, NASDAQ up, Dow up, Russell 2000 small caps up. And remember when I was saying that when you panic sell, it's the worst thing that you could do based on some short-term news. Short-term news never, ever is good. It's never good, good people, because you're going to have a knee-jerk reaction. It's going to cause you to lose money, and then it wind up what? Rebounding. So let's just go through as we could see things spiking. Look at this. So let's just go to the S&P 500, right? And remember, we had the sell-off this week, right? Here's where everybody got scared. So from the top, it sold off 2.5%. Everybody was, oh my goodness, it's the end. It's the end. Please help us. You know, there's no coming back from this and all of that foolishness. And then for the month, we're right back where we started from. All right. So people that trade with their emotions lost money. People tapped out. And it's really frustrating because I am one of the YouTubers, and I know there's other that want you to make money. I know there's a lot of great content out there, and we just want you to make money and not fall for the okie doke because it's controlled. It's by design. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. All right. So let me just skip around here as we look around. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that S&P. Let's look at NVDA. NVIDIA, there's another one that I'm not panic selling. And guess who panic sold on NVIDIA? The big boys. A lot of big institutions I've been listening to on Fox Business and CNBC sold and sold before it ran up. They got it wrong. And now they have a pile of money and they are what? Looking for some weakness so they could get back in. So many of them I've heard say that they blew it by selling too early and was telling you guys to sell. So I'm still buying NVIDIA. I bought some NVIDIA yesterday and I doubled down on the red days. Okay. I told you guys I'm buying Microsoft, right? And I told you guys about yesterday. I said I was concerned more about Apple, right? And Apple didn't do well. And the other stock I said about 3%, 3 to 4% bump. That's exactly what it did. Not that Larry is always right, but there's just things that we need to see. Right now, I am bullish now still on NVIDIA, but I'm also bullish even now on Amazon. Though the entire stock market is overvalued, but there's money to be made in short term, right? So Amazon is one of the ones that I am bullish on. Of course, they have their footprint in AI also. Okay, so they're not just dropping packages. They are into AI, and you're going to hear some more news about them. And there's Microsoft right down there, still up 1.5%, right? So a lot of analysts are bearish on Microsoft. I'm not. Long term, I'm bullish on Microsoft because I know they're making less on the AI spin than Apple and the other stock. I get it. And Meta, right? I get it. But you best believe Microsoft being in the space that they are, they're going to have a comeback. And I just don't think that they're announcing everything right now. You let me know what you think. And let's talk about, so I'm bullish on Microsoft. What was it? Microsoft and Amazon. I am bullish on Amazon, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. So really it's NVIDIA, Amazon, and then Microsoft. Let me know what you guys think. All right. That's just what I think. Now, let's skip that. Let's go to DJT. DJT is selling off right here. It's selling off, right? Look for the week. Selling off 23%, right? And I heard on one of the news sources, I'm not going to call the station, and they said if Donald Trump wins, that it's going to really, really rally, right? And everything should be good. I totally disagree with this news organization. I think that if he wins, there will be a pop and then an overall long-term drop. Now, I may be wrong. Don't make a decision based on what Larry said, all right? I want you to do what's best for you. I'm just saying that I wouldn't be holding any myself, right? Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. So don't come back here if something else happens and say, Larry said, all right? But I want you guys to consider, if he wins, then that's free media. People don't have a reason to go there. That's number one. Number two, last week, his shares were worth $5 billion. $5 billion. Okay. And at some point, even though he said he's not going to cash out, he is a politician. And when are politicians lying? When their mouths are moving. Okay. For those of you that worship on the altar of the donkey or the elephant, that's your thing. I'm a true independent. And trust me, I don't drink the Kool-Aid of any of these politicians. They lie. That's what they do. All right. All right. Just like the mayor of a major city in the Midwest that recently got elected. And I heard him on the radio. I heard him on the TV. I'm in the other room. My wife is listening. He says, I will not raise taxes. And I scream from the other room, lie. They all do. And trust me, both parties are telling you everything they want you to hear. And 83% of it will never come to pass. They know it. But there's one born every minute. I'm freeing myself today. I'm saying everything I want to say. All right. Here's what I want to talk about, right? Good people. And the reason I said that is you guys are finna make a decision on Tuesday, and that's your right. Okay. I do too. Right. But then you're not going to invite your family members to the dinner table for Thanksgiving because they don't agree with you. Okay. That's wrong. And especially if you say you're on the Christian end of it, that is the most unchristian thing you could do. I said it. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So listen, this is what I want to talk about. I want you guys to look at this. The average American retires with, I used to say 271,000 is close, $272,000. See there, 65 and older. That's what the average American retires with. Okay. So I know I keep going on and off with the glasses because I can't see the screen, but I can see y'all. And then when I go back, I can't, but listen, I want you guys to look at what just came out. And this is what got me upset, right? This is it's such a game. And this is the part, I'll timestamp this. This is the part I want you to show everybody. Now, I want you to pay attention to this, right? The IRS is keeping things the same, right? Now, for 2025, investors can save a maximum of $7,000 in an IRA, all right? The Roths, right? Which remains unchanged from 2024. Your bills went up, inflation went up, but wages did not go up to meet the inflation. That's a problem. So the Dems nor the reps have changed this, okay? And if it has changed over the last 5 years, but it was so minimal. Why does that upset you, Larry? I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you exactly why. I want you to get an understanding of what they just did. Again, the announcement on Friday, agency said that 2025 IRA contributions limit will be $7,000 unchanged. And then if you're over 50, you get an extra $1,000 contribution, what's called catch up. Okay. And so now it's actually 50 and a half. So Why does that tick me off? I'm going to show you why that ticks me off, good people, because the stuff that I'm talking about, we should have been taught this from birth, and our parents should have been taught it. So we are sheep to retire with $272,000. If you're at a job with a 401k, which many jobs, I don't know what the percentage is, but I can guarantee more than half of the jobs don't even have a 401k that does a match. Okay. Waitresses don't have a 401k. You know, a lot of truck drivers don't have it. A lot of farmers don't have it. You got to find your own. You don't have a company that's doing a match, right? So let's keep our eye on that. $272,000 by the age of 65. Well, watch this. According to the most data sources, the average return on the S&P over the last 25 years was around 10%. 10%. So 10%, right? That's $7,000 a year, right? So let's go to the calculator and let's go 7,000 divided by 365 days. That's $20 a day. Okay. I wanted you guys to see that $20 a day. So with $20 a day, with no 401k, with no match, $20 a day for the same 25 years would have yielded you roughly of $762,000, right? They want to keep you locked into this, but they don't want to teach you this. And here's the beauty. I believe it was Albert Einstein that said compounded interest is the eighth wonder of the world. And he is correct, because you contributed $175,000 over that 25-year period. But the interest that was paid out to you was $587,000. So that's why I'm ticked, good people, because they wanted to limit the amount of tax-free money that you can invest. They want to keep it there. And before you go and say, oh yeah, but it's this party and that party, your party didn't raise it either. So it's time for all of us to get mad at the real problem and stop this foolishness, because they want to keep you here. And I'm telling you, no middle class, down here with the rest of the people, right? And then you have the ultra wealthy. And yes, there are tax breaks that they can partake of that you cannot. You can't afford a $50 million jet to write off. Okay. So that's what I'm ticked off about. And when are we going to hold these elected officials? When are we going to hold them to the fire? While we're talking about all these other issues, when are we going to hold them to the fire about that? And what I challenge you to do is to challenge your own party. Challenge the party that you are elected, to keep it fair. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, when you stop fighting with your loved ones and you sit at the table, 4 years down the road, 8 years down the road, you're going to have a retired millionaire and billionaire that all they do is complain. All right. And you're going to still be jacked up if you don't know this. All right. I hope this didn't. You know what? I hope it did rub somebody wrong. I hope you don't get mad, but get even. But if this has shed any type of light, share it with your family and friends. Now, here's why in closing, I'm going to say that. I want you guys to open up custodial accounts for your kids and start them on this journey right now. Then when they get of age, I want you to start them in a Roth IRA and do this tax-free. Oh yeah. Did I say this part? This you could have tax-free, right? As long as you're 18 and got a job for 25 years, you could have this with $10 a day. Okay. Tax-free, because it's in a Roth IRA. All right, good people. I'm going to leave it right there. So I'm not mad at y'all. I want y'all to, Do what you're going to do. Vote your conscience Tuesday. Invite your loved ones to the table and don't talk about politics. That's all. But in all thy getting, get an understanding. I don't serve an elephant and I don't serve a donkey. I serve a lamb. I'll see you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.